Let's me and you take a journey, a walk down the path of shambles. I'm going to show you guys what I've been trying to say. You know, it's kind of hard for me to explain and try to get my point across. So I'm just get some help from the community to prove to you guys that everybody's been lying, pandering, and it's just Kool-Aid, man. All right, so today I'm going to show you guys the ingredients to the Kool-Aid. Now, when I made that video a couple days ago and then Hens reacted to it, man, there's key points in his reaction that I want to show you guys. And then we're going to move around the community to see what's going on, right? Until we get to our end point. Now, you want to stick around for the end point, okay? Trust me, you want to stick around for it because it's all going to come together nicely. Drop a damn like on the video if you don't mind, please, man. All right, here we go. So, first point is, why would Dead by Daylight care about some of us when they need to fix the problem in Dead by Daylight, which is tunneling, right? So here we go. We want to balance the game for the community, okay? So we got to fix the problem of tunneling. I want you guys to remember the word problem.
How many survivors play formats with? I think it was like single-digit percent, right? Like 8% somewhere. So like the reality is that 80% of the survivors play solo queue in Dead by Daylight. There are some duos, some trios, and very rarely formats. And it's true, like if 4 survivors group up, then a lot of the balancing just goes out of the window. Yeah.
Okay, so whenever you reach the higher brackets that I keep talking about, you're just gonna face nothing but SWFs, especially at nighttime. Okay, you're gonna face that. So all it just takes 50 games and you're up there. Okay, you're no longer considered a new player. You're ready to go.
That's absolutely true. And then that's when the lower tier killers, they keep falling behind. But if you were to balance for that, then you would literally alienate 80% of your players. Like,
wait, okay. So we're going to nerf the tunneling. Let's just focus on tunneling. Okay, I don't want to get too sophisticated. Let's just focus on tunneling. We're going to get rid of tunneling for the 80% of the player base. I want you guys to remember that. All right, remember that. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little trip to see what are the creators telling their people. All right, we're just gonna real quick, okay? Just real quick. All right, so here we got us Darva. My suggestion to fix tunneling in DBD. And what does he state at the beginning of his video?
Today's video is a proposal system that could help fix the problem of tunneling.
The problem of tunneling. Holy crap, man. The problem of tunneling. Let's hear that one more time.
Today's video is a proposal system that could help fix the problem of tunneling.
Okay, so tunneling is a problem, man. That is crazy. Let's come over here to Schmuckles. Let's see if he thinks it's a problem.
Hey everyone, it's Schmuckles. Today we're going to talk about how to counter being tunneled in Dead by Daylight in 2024. It's been a really big problem. I've seen a lot of people talking about this, that they get tunneled every game or they're having a really hard time dealing with tunneling killers.
So it's a problem in the game to these guys right now. It's insane to me because I mean, I'm scared when I hear this as a new player. Wait, what's the problem of tunneling? What are these guys talking about, right? And then they go play the game, and then they reach the high brackets. Now, remember when I tell you guys about how they try to say that you are artificially inflating your MMR? So what does this mean? Okay, what does this mean? Now we want to come over here to Scott John, and he says,
hey guys, Scott here. Today I want to give a bit of a guide on dealing with getting tunneled in solo queue because it is definitely something that people do not handle very well. And I wanted to kind of give a guide on things that you can kind of control yourself. And again, it's solo queue, so you can't communicate with everybody else. But hopefully over time, people will learn the correct things to do in a tunneling scenario because it should not be as effective as it currently is, at least in regular public matches. So,
okay, so he's telling you, he's going to show you in his video right here. He's going to show you for solo queue, there's builds that you can use. And I think he even talks about.
Here are a couple of things that you can do to deal with it. Now, if you're the one getting tunneled, that's really easy. Just slap on Decisive Strike and off the record. Basically, perks will cover your ass for all, getting tunneled purposes. If you have.
Wait, but they just said tunneling's a problem. Wait, he just gave you the layout to counter it all.
Perks will cover your ass for all, getting tunneled purposes. If you have off the record, the killer can't wait out borrowed time. And even when they do hit you, you have the Iron Will effect, which makes the second hit much harder to get.
Wow, man. So we were just told that it's a problem, but now we have an answer to it all. Now that we know it's a problem, I want to show you guys a gameplay from another creator who says the opposite. Okay? he's going to tell you something else. It's a problem. The strategy is a problem. My guy Asdarv is going to counter what they all just said. He's getting stomped right now with a Demogorgon. Actually, not stomped.
I think this game shows that you need to be a little bit. You need to be a bit tactical. You need to tunnel. You need to tunnel someone out with the current meta of the game, I'm afraid.
Hold up. What did he say? Hold up.
Yeah, I think this game shows that you need to be a little bit. You need to be a bit tactical. You need to tunnel. You need to tunnel someone out with the current meta of the game, I'm afraid.
Okay, so my guy Asdarva just said tunneling's a problem. Shmonko said tunneling was a problem, right? Scott Jun tells you how to survive in solo queue. That is awesome, right? Now I'm gonna use another content creator to show you that tunneling is not actually a problem. Tunneling is actually a skill issue on your part, and I'm gonna prove it. There is a content creator that we're gonna watch right now who's going to prove to you personally that you being tunneled is a skill issue. And none other than my guy, Hens again. My guy, bro. Baiting killers into tunneling a fake baby survivor. Okay, so let's see what he has to say about it, okay? Because like I said, they just said it's a problem. One gave you ideas and told you, just throw on these perks, you'll be all right, okay? For solo queue, by the way, because I know people be like, well, what about solo queue? He just gave you the build. Now my guy's gonna play pretty much solo in solo queue and show you that if you had the skill, you could counter the tunneling. Tunneling is not actually the problem. It's you, and he's gonna prove it in his own gameplay. But let's see what he says. Hold up.
Killers in Dead by Daylight have gotten smarter over the years. When they realize you're a good looper, they oftentimes ignore you entirely for the rest of the match and start looking for the weak link of the team.
Yeah, right? You mean the guy without the skill? That's not our fault he don't have the skill. That's his fault. You get what I'm saying? That's his fault, not because if you're the one that's good and they're leaving you, you're a good looper. They don't want to, right? It's strategic. Now we're talking about the strategy again. Tunnel out the people who do not want to put the time in to run loops. That's just the name of the game.
Oftentimes ignore you entirely for the rest of the match and start looking for the weak link of the team. This has gotten so common that I barely ever get chased anymore. To combat this, we have to become the baby.
All right, man. All right, here we go, man. All right. He's going to effectively prove to you guys that tunneling is not a problem. It's you. So he's gotta pretend to be you weaklings, you little Timmies. This guy's got to go in there and pretend to be a Timmy to show you that it's a skill issue. All right, so here we go, man. Let's see what he's got.
In this video, I'm pretending to be a baby survivor to bait killers into tunneling me out. Once they do, I am, however, going all out to stop them. I hope you enjoy.
Let's go, man. I can't wait. All right, so he's pretending to be right here against a trapper. All right, man. Let's just see what he's got. All right. Okay, he's acting. Man, is he gonna wait? Hold up. Is he gonna give him free hooks to make it even worse, bro? To make it even to make you guys look like you really have no skill?
Yeah,
he went in the trap on purpose?
I'm cooking. I think I'm cooking. Easiest tunnel out of my life. That's this guy right now. He's like another Gen Pops. He's like, nah, bro, I gotta tunnel out the baby. It's Nick Cage, the hero.
Okay, he's pretending to be one of the Timmys, bro. 3 gens left.
Okay, we pretend to be babies still. Okay, I can't look behind me.
When he says pretend to be a baby, he's talking to you guys that come into my comments and complain that tunneling needs to be stopped. I get tunneled every match, right? He's talking to you guys because it doesn't look like right now. And that's because he's giving them easy free hooks. Wait, what, bro? Hold up, guys. Let's watch, all right? Let's watch. Oh, wait, what a new mistake.
Okay. Oh, I know it. Wait. Oh my God, he can't get out. Wait. wait.
Okay.
Bro.
That's awesome.
Bro, does he still make hook?
All right, he's got him. He gave him a hook. And he gave it to him quick. The gen's about to pop off, and he's about to go for a second hook.
What?
All right, man. Hey, They still need 2 gens. He's already on the second hook, man. Now it's time for him to show you guys that if you had the skill and you practice and you put in the work, that tunneling is a non-factor.
Oh. 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 Okay.
He's excited.
Oh, we're cooking.
Excited to show you guys.
All right, Trapper is on the grind side right now. Going for the easy tunnel out. We need to not step into a trap though. All right. Let's loop this one.
Amazing. 1 gen left. They haven't even started it yet. They haven't even started the last gen yet, bro. My guy's about to be tunneled out, right? I mean, I just like the epic music in the background. You feel me?
I'm gonna go into this room. So it's a bit risky. It could be trapped. It's not though. I don't want to loop right now. Could be trapped.
Oh, he's setting a trap now.
All right, I will not vault that because it could be trapped.
Just sitting around waiting. No one's still on a generator, which is crazy, right?
Okay, Kate also wants to protect Baby Leon. Very nice, good hit tank. Bloodlust reset too. There's a pallet there, that's good.
All right, he's being chased.
No one is doing jumps right now. One of my teammates is stepping into a trap.
But the trapper don't care. He's trying to tunnel you out, man.
Solo right now.
Prove to my people that it's a skill issue. If you can't stop tunneling, show them.
Yeah, nice.
Show them, Hens. Show them that as long as you're good at the game, you don't have to worry about tunneling.
No, not on that side.
Show them, Hens. Let's go, buddy. Let them know, bro. It's a skill issue.
No, nothing is trapped. Nice. Oh, someone sided Jen. Wait, he's breaking it. Okay.
Amazing.
Dude, Trapper's on the tunnel out grind side right now. Holy, look at him.
I mean, he's just
Look at
chasing
go.
him. He's trying to tunnel him out, man. Damn, it's a problem. Right now, man, tunneling is a crazy problem.
He does not have a trap in hand anymore.
My goodness, this trapper, what is he doing, bro? I can't believe this trapper. Yes, sir. Prove to him, Hens, that it's their problem, bro. It's because they suck at the game. Let them know, Hens, bro. Come on, man. I appreciate you helping me out, bro. Showing the community.
This is unsafe as fuck, by the way.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. As long as you have the skill, the buy time, the gens will be powered. And that's because he gave him 2 free hooks.
Yeah,
Had the dead hard.
This could be trapped, careful.
Was that dead? Yeah, that was, right?
It is not.
And he's still going for him. Damn.
Yeah, is this the open door?
Made for this.
It is not, which means the other one is open, and we shut the out, right?
Wow.
What? Is that new remember me or what?
This is awesome to see, man. I finally get to see somebody. Wait. But let's pause this. Let's backtrack. Let's backtrack. We don't need to balance the game for the solo queue if they just get good at the game. Maybe they need to be tunneled. Maybe it'll force them into wanting to be better. Or is it gonna want them to quit? If it's gonna make them quit, then they weren't really about it anyway, because once they get to the MMR bracket, whether they want to quit now, they're gonna want to quit later if they don't get good, okay? But I appreciate my guy showing you guys that it is literally a skill issue if you get tunneled out.
Oh, you're near sacrificing yourself for me again.
And I would imagine, let's just skip to the end right here.
We need to get the knee out. No way we got that. No way we got that. Okay, no traps.
Oh yeah.
Nice. All right, GG's.
All right, so a round of applause for my guy. Showing you guys that being tunneled out is a skill issue, man. Okay, that's just what I'm saying. Now, what we need to sit here and really talk about is tunneling is a problem told by some of the top creators, right? Tunneling is an issue. They need to balance it, right? They need to do it for the 80%. But how common is tunneling actually, okay? We don't want to nerf the SWF stuff, because what I want you to do, and I want to challenge you guys, is I want you to go find videos from these creators talking about the top SWF strategies that are very hard to counter. Flashlight squads, Sabo squads, power of 2 squads, dead hard squads, right? I want you guys to try to go find videos where these guys say it's a problem and it needs addressing by the devs. I challenge you guys to go do that. And when you come back and tell me you can't find it because it represents a small, why are we gonna bounce around those guys with 80%, right? So now I wanna ask the question, well, if that is a small minority, how often does tunneling happen? And I'm not gonna give you the answer. No. I'm gonna let another creator give you guys that answer, right? How often do you get tunneled, and is it really the problem they're making it out to be? And we're gonna listen to none other than my guy, Scott Judd. Bro, these guys, bro. Here we go. All right, check it out. Let's just see how common tunneling is.
Hey guys, Scott here. Today we're going to extensively talk about tunneling in Dead by Daylight and how my theory is I don't think it's as prevalent or problematic as people claim it to be. And I think that it's always been an over-exaggerated issue in the game.
What, bro? He just said that he doesn't believe himself? Well, maybe, he didn't really say it was problematic in that video. He said that you guys that suck should just use these perks, and he's gonna show you how to not be tunneled. He's trying to save you guys that don't want to put the work in or are new to the game, and you're gonna have an awakening experience when you finally get tunneled and realize, okay, there's a strategy. I need to figure out a way to play around it. I need to get better at looping. I need to find a way to stay alive longer. But Scott, what is your proof? Man, like, what are your proof? Oh wait, this guy did made his own proof. So let's go ahead and look at his stats right here, okay?
Being tunneled. So anybody on my team at all that was getting tunneled, I would still include. I played 50 games and I counted the amount of tunneling in those games. And in 5 out of 50 games, we had actual tunneling. Only in 2 of those games did we have actual killer-induced tunneling, where it was very clear it was a blight and a pyramid head.
Actual tunneling. Now remember, people considered tunneling, if you down them, put them on the hook, down 2 other survivors, put them on the hook, go back and chase the first guy, they still consider that tunneling. That's how soft and entitled survivors are. You're still tunneling. Oh! So my guy has the stats. Only 5 out of 50 games, and it made me thinking back to my own gameplays. Bro, that sounds about on par with my experience. When I play Survivor, I don't really see tunneling. You guys hear me on my live streams like, man, this guy would have played my way, he would have won. I must have said that 30 times. In my career of streaming Survivor and playing with everybody, I must have said that 30 times. 30 damn times. Now, what does this equate to? If we put the numbers, we crunch the numbers, that's 4%. 4% is all you'll see as far as tunneling goes in this game. 4%. And these guys are talking about balancing for the 80%, the majority. If it's only happening 4% of the time, you can do the numbers yourself. And I'm talking about the hard tunneling, blatant tunneling, the tunneling where everybody's scared, okay? Figure out the percent. It's gonna be 4%. If my math is wrong, let me know, but it ain't gonna be far off. So what does this tell us? People are spreading the fear stuff, bro. The problem of tunneling. Because let's go back to what they said. It's not really a problem. This guy has the stats. He did it himself to see. And I don't have the chart like this guy, but I can tell you one thing. I don't even remember the last time. Maybe 1 out of 50 games on our side too.
That were very clearly going out of their way with other options they could have taken
My
to
goodness.
kill one person before anyone else. Of course, it's a blight, by the way. But the other 3 were almost entirely the survivor's fault, putting the killer in a scenario where they basically had no other option other than to hook the person that was just on the hook. But 5 games total out of 50 games featured tunneling.
Wow.
That's not that many games.
Nope.
I thought it was going to be like 1 in 5, 1 in 6. It was 1 in 10 for me. That's even
That's because that's what everybody's saying. Everybody see the problem is you get to the high brackets, right? And then you get tunneled out by a strategic player who's playing with strategy, because that's pretty much the strategy, right? And then you take that negativity bias, because that's what you remember, and you and like 50 other people who experienced that one game, y'all all put it in the comment section. Creators see it, they see that that you guys are saying it, so they turn it into a problem. That's when you get videos like this.
Today's video is a proposal system that could help fix the problem of tunneling.
So my thing is, it's not actually a problem. These guys might also think it's a problem because these are better survivors who are going to experience tunneling a lot more because they are in the higher brackets. They are part of that 8%. These creators are part of that 8%. Hens plays comp. So I imagine they're good enough to be in the top brackets as well. This is what I've been trying to tell you guys in the top bracket. Your experience is nowhere near these guys. But when you face it, because you got to experience that bracket, you remember because of negativity bias. That's on your mind. Now, one thing that I want to do is like come over here. So what do we have? 32. Let me see. I had it marked down. It's 32 something. It's off the hook, son. I'm not.
Sorry for pausing so much, but I have a lot to say on this.
Let's listen.
So I personally also don't enjoy 3-hooking that much on killer. I think it's a very...
I like to do it. I love to win. That's my mind state. This is why my kill rates are higher.
Cookie cutter playstyle where you always do the same things every single game, then the game's like run down almost identical every time. I'm just not a big fan because like if you follow the most meta playstyle, to me at least, on killer, I do it if I play comp or whatever.
Okay.
Like, I'm ready to do it. I can do it.
Okay.
If I feel like I need to, then I will also do it. It's not like I've never camped, secured a second, or 3-hooked someone. But yeah, I just have more fun playing a little bit more open. That's what makes the interactions feel more rewarding and like more unique. And that's just how.
And that's a personal opinion that he has for himself. That's not how I roll. Okay. I know what's at the end of those exit gates. I know what those messages are like. And that's the majority. That's my own opinion. The stuff that I've experienced where most of the survivors are toxic in the end game. If one of us is going to be toxic, it's going to be me, son. I'm not going to give them the upper hand. Not in a competitive game.
Not big on playing in the most efficient way.
Wait, what? You're not a big fan of playing in the most efficient way?
Unique, and that's just how I enjoy my game. I'm just not big on playing in the most efficient way. And honestly, I still think tunneling will never not be the most effective strategy in that, but I don't think it will.
They keep using the word strategy, bro. Thought it was a problem.
Ever get to
wait, is it a problem or a strategy? I need these guys to figure it out.
That point. Like at worst, you will tunnel like 2 survivors at once, but like reducing the amount of survivors to 2-3 is just the best way to play killer. That's just do that as fast as possible. That's how you play killer. 2-3 is just the best way to play killer. That's just do that as fast as possible. That's how you play killer.
Oh my god, man, we are getting cooked. What is the it's 41. Oh, okay, hold on. I had another time. I wanted to hear what he said here because I had it marked down. So let's just see real quick. Let's just see.
Start. If you're like a fresh player, you have a 100 hours on killer, right? You run Nord every game. I think there's a high chance you're gonna infinitely boost your MMR because you're gonna get bullied all game and then you're still gonna get kills late game. Which means
that's opinion based. Not everybody's experience is saying that might not happen. Okay, this is like pretty much narrowing it down to one person.
The system's like, oh, you got killed, so you did very well. The system does not understand the nuance. That's a problem with the MMR system. And the MMR system is on its way to get reworked too. This is really good because there are some deep flaws in that system. And
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what everybody else experience is, but when I play one good team, I'll play another good team. Sometimes like those teams will just make mistakes. They're not bad players. They just make the mistakes, right? They're very altruistic. You get what I'm saying? It's not that they're bad players. Most of them know how to loop. It's just they make bad game choices. What I tell you guys about why my escape rate on Survivor is so high is because it's not all about looping, man. All right, right? Because remember, what he said is in that one gameplay at the beginning of the video, he said they will dodge him and they'll start chasing the weaklings, which are the unskilled survivors, right? Which means you as a survivor need to be more efficient on the gens, more stealth, position yourself to get saves, stuff like that. You don't want to get an unhook in the killer's face. There's still a lot of more ways to be efficient, okay? And if your team goes down, you got to figure out, okay, where the hatch would spawn. Where can I put myself in position to hit the hatch? All that comes into play whenever I play Survivor. I will crank out the gens. That's the type of player I am. I'm an efficient player on Survivor side as well. It's not just the killer side.
Yeah, if you...
And you don't need to have flashy 360s or techs. You don't need to have none of that to be a better survivor than a lot of people, because I don't do none of that and I still have a higher escape rate, to the point where stats don't matter to the Timmies no more. Before the stat stuff came out, show your stats. Come on, man, show your stats, right? Show your stats. And then I show the stats now. Well, it doesn't mean nothing. They're just stats. These guys play for fun. No, everybody plays to win. I don't give a damn who it is.
Tunneling is just harder to counter than it is to do.
Wait, harder to counter, bro, with all the perks and stuff? I don't know if it's harder. It's harder to do because of the second chance perks is what I'm saying. The mind state, it's opposite, it's flipped. These guys see it in a different way.
If you tell a new player, all right, you hook the same guy 3 times, that will not have a problem, because new survivors don't know how to loop, right? So this is an issue that kind of prevails, and like you will get to a bracket where survivors will know how to loop. That is just, it has to happen, because you will not lose before that. Even if you're...
So then tunneling's not a problem. Tunneling's not a problem. You will get to a bracket where survivors know how to loop. So why are we putting these measures into the game? To help the newbies on the 4% chance that it happens?
Like completely new, you have no clue what you're doing, you don't know how to counter someone that knows how to loop, you will get there. And you know what? The game will become unenjoyable for you.
Nope. That's just because of MMR. It's putting you up there and letting you know you need to practice more. That's it. But you realize that, hey, this strategy got me there. I'm going to keep doing it to get me there again. And then you can start to adapt where you flip-flop survivors. You'll know how to proximity yourself in angles, hook survivors in certain areas to control a space or a generator. All that comes into play. It's not just guys, these guys are making it sound like it's just straight up tunneling. No. There's strategy behind hook placements and stuff like that. Areas of the map that you have to avoid, things like that. Main building, killer shack, right? You can't really, if I'm trying to get someone out the game, right? And I put them on a bad hook and or if I'm forced to put them at killer shack, right? Now I have to be aware of the angles to the killer shack, because once they get them off, now I have to be able to prepare to play the killer shack. It's more than just a tunnel as far as skills.
And I think this is a trap that a lot of people fall into, and especially people who like they watch content creators and they're like, dude, you have to tunnel. Like there's no other way to play the game. You just have to.
Wait, hold on.
And this is a self-fulfilling prophecy, because you're boosting your MMR.
No. What did you say?
Artificially, and like completely new. You have no clue what you're doing. You don't know how to counter someone that knows how to loop. You will get there. And you know what? The game will become unenjoyable for you.
Listen.
And I think this is a trap that a lot of people fall into. And especially people who like they watch content creators and they're like, dude, you have to tunnel. Like there's no other way to play the game.
Yeah. Because that's what my guy right here said.
You need to be a bit tactical.
Right here.
You need to tunnel. You need to tunnel someone out. With the current meta of the game, I'm afraid.
The current meta of the game, since this video was posted, has not changed. It's gotten worse, bro, okay? Because if you go to the scoreboard at the end of this game, you still see the dead hards, okay? You'll still see the dead hards. This is the problem right here, the dead hards, all right? That's what he's talking about, bro, okay? It's very hard.
After could have another adrenaline. Yeah, dude.
He seems okay, so he said it was a problem. Tunneling was a problem. Gets shafted because he didn't use the no strategy. And now it seems like he's a little upset, bro. He's a little upset that.
Let's say I bring like 3 anti-healing perks. Gen gets done fast. Everyone has proved thyself. 1 adrenaline. Could be more. This guy that has aftercare could have another adrenaline. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's not simple. It's really not that simple. It's not like, oh, you don't like medkits, so try to counter medkits. Medkits are hard to counter. If a guy has Franklin's, guess what? You can go for your medkit and pop this and you heal automatically, so it doesn't really matter. It's not so simple at all. Oh, GG stuff.
Oh my goodness, bro. That's awesome. Damn. Anyway, that concludes the video, man. Right, little 30-minute video for you. Well, actually, not a little 30. It's a 30-minute video, but I wanted to showcase, you know, using content creators' perspectives. You know, telling you that, you know, showing you that they assume that tunneling's a problem. They find ways to fix it. They tell you're artificially inflating your MMR because you're using strategy from the start. Then they tell you how to counter it. They tell you there's available options and it's very easy. Then they tell you you need to do it. And now it's not even an issue. Damn. I appreciate everybody that walked on this path of shambles with me, man. Let me know what you think in the comments, man. All right, you know, this is not me. I let everybody do the talking. This is not really me, so I don't want the Timmies in here. This is, you know, I agree and disagree with some of the points, but I'm telling you guys right now, in the high brackets, you have to strategize. There's no other option. Love you guys, man. Peace.